Leveling in loot quests can be a long process. In this video, we're going to go over how to make this grind a little quicker. You might have a hero you prefer to play. However, you won't always find a high quality drop of that hero. You can take any item to the red station in town and imbue it to raise its quality level, add stats, and unlock an ability. This gets more expensive the higher quality the item is, but imbuing to blue quality is very cheap. Never do this to a common item you intend to build to a super novice. The item needs to remain common for the process to succeed. If this doesn't unlock an ability you want, you can take the item to the light blue station and re-roll the item to possibly trade your current unlocked ability for another. Again, the price of re-rolling increases with item quality. One of the most important currencies you earn is Heraldric Favor. Favor gives you a 1% boost to bonus XP and magic find per point up to the cap of 40. You gain Favor by killing enemies and completing quests. Quests let you trade gold for Favor and a large amount of XP. They are expensive, so it is not recommended to buy them if you are very low on gold. If you cannot afford to fill up on soul stones, do not buy quests. Favor is reset to 0 each time you load into a character, so staying in games for as long as possible and building your favor will net you a bit more XP. If you find yourself unable to build and maintain favor because, for instance, you keep dying, consider lowering the level of enemies or finding a new location, method, or hero for fighting them. Remember, you gain full XP from any enemy within 6 levels of you. There is no shame in fighting lower level enemies if that means you will be gaining favor. You need favor as a currency to be able to gamble for new items, gift items to other players, imbue items to make them stronger, and most importantly, buy soul stones and summon bosses. Bosses are your biggest single source of XP, and you should be trying to summon as many as possible during any game. Once you get a large enough party, about 3 to 4, you should be able to work together and summon bosses back to back without much delay. Maxing out favor and summoning bosses repeatedly is the fastest way to gain XP. Each boss behaves differently. Some will run from you, sometimes to the other end of the map and make themselves reset. It is usually best to let them run when they get too far away to damage. They will almost always come back. Bosses will reset when they get too close to either end of the map. When this happens, they will respawn, but they won't recover their HP. You get the most XP from enemies 6 levels above you. If you're in a group, it can help morale and keep everyone engaged if the whole group is fighting in the same place against enemies about 6 levels higher than the lowest level member. The host of the game can modify enemy levels at the yellow station in town where you buy soul stones. Hold jump and press interact at the station to set the level of enemies and force them to no longer scale to the group. This is especially helpful if you are joined by a much higher or lower level player. Once you set the level, you can increase the map-wide levels by pressing interact at the yellow station and decrease the level by holding ultimate and pressing interact. This is all you need to level quickly in Loot Quest, but some of you may need an even tougher challenge. Loot Quest has you covered, and this section is for you. If you have a very strong group that intends to play together for a long session, you may want to consider heading to an adventure map. Adventure maps are much harder than regular maps and give reduced Heraldric Favor, but you earn more XP in exchange. Lijiang Tower and Oasis give 10% more XP and 15% less favor, while the rest of the adventure maps give 25% more XP and 30% less favor. All of the adventure maps also spawn one extra opponent at a time, so you can easily feel overwhelmed. Do not stay on these maps if you are struggling to maintain favor. The extra XP does not outweigh the lack of favor. There is more to loot quests that we need to go over, but this video should get you leveling quickly so you can get into elite maps and eventually the in-game raids. Before we go, there are some people in the loot quest community that have helped the channel and deserve credit. If you see them, know that they are good friends to play with. This video and this channel would not be where they are without them. Thank you so much for all your help. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in-game.